Islamic history spans over 1,400 years, beginning with the life and teachings of the Prophet Muhammad in the 7th century CE, and it has had a profound impact on world civilizations. Below is an overview of the key events and periods in Islamic history. The birth of Islam. Islam originated in the early 7th century CE in the Arabian Peninsula with the revelation of the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad by the angel Jibril. This event took place in 610 CE when Muhammad was 40 years old. The Hijra migration. In 620 to CE, Muhammad and his followers migrated from Mecca to Medina, then known as Yathrib, to escape persecution. This migration, called the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. The Caliphates, the Rashidun Caliphate 632 to 661 CE. The first four caliphs, known as the Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Usman, Hazrat Umar and Hazrat Ali, led the Muslim community after the death of Muhammad. They expanded the Islamic Empire rapidly, conquering large parts of the Byzantine and Sassanid empires. The Umayyad Caliphate 661 to 750 CE. After the assassination of Ali, the Umayyads established their rule, expanding the empire even further into North Africa, Spain, and Central Asia. The Abbasid Caliphate 750 to 1258 CE. The Abbasids overthrew the Umayyads, shifting the capital to Baghdad. The Abbasid era is noted for its cultural, scientific, and intellectual achievements, including the preservation of Greek and Roman knowledge and the flourishing of Islamic Golden Age. The spread of Islam. Islam spread rapidly through military conquests, trade, and missionary activities. By the 8th century, Islam had reached Spain in the west, India in the east, and sub-Saharan Africa in the south. The Crusades 1096 to 1291 CE, a series of religious wars initiated by Christian Europe to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim rule. The Crusades led to significant cultural exchanges, but also to lasting animosities between Christians and Muslims. The Golden Age of Islam 8th to 14th centuries. The Islamic world made major advancements in fields such as astronomy, medicine, mathematics, philosophy, and architecture. Key figures from this period include the philosopher Al-Farabi, physician Ibn Sina Avicenna, and mathematician Al-Khwarizmi. Ottoman Empire 1299 to 1922, one of the longest-lasting empires in history. The Ottoman Empire controlled much of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. It reached its height in the 16th and 17th centuries, under leaders like Suleiman the Magnificent, before eventually declining and dissolving after World War I. The role of women in early Islam. In the early period of Islam, women had more rights than were customary in pre-Islamic Arabia. For example, they could own property, initiate divorce, and had a respected role in society. Figures like Khadijah, Muhammad's first wife, and Aisha, his third wife, played key roles in the early spread of Islam. The Battle of Karbala, 680 CE. This battle, where Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, was martyred, is a defining moment in Islamic history, represents a symbol of resistance against tyranny and injustice. Al-Andalus, 711 to 1492 CE. The Muslim rule in Spain, known as Al-Andalus, lasted for nearly 800 years. It was a time of remarkable cultural, scientific, and philosophical development, particularly in cities like Cordoba, Granada, and Seville. The Mongol invasion 13th century. The Mongols, led by Genghis Khan and his successors, invaded and conquered large parts of the Islamic world, including the Abbasid Caliphate. The destruction of Baghdad in 1258 CE marked the end of the Islamic Golden Age, the decline of the Islamic empires. By the 18th and 19th centuries, the major Islamic empires Ottoman, Safavid, and Mughal began to decline due to internal strife, external invasions, and European colonialism. These are just a few highlights from the vast and rich history of Islam, which spans over 1,400 years.